Alex Baumann, world record-setting gold medalist in the 400-meter individual medley, now ready to swim half that distance. Earlier, he spoke to Diana Nyad about his prospects in this event.
Alex, after your convincing gold in the 400 IM, is there any doubt in your mind about first place in this event?
Well, definitely there's doubt. I think, you know, it's a strong field with Steve Lundquist and Pablo Morales and two Brits. I think it's going to be tough competition. But, you know, I think there's not as much pressure as before, and hopefully just go out there and do my best.
If you're within, let's say, a tenth of a second or so at the backstroke of the top of the field, then would you say that nobody can beat you?
Well, I can't really say that because, you know, maybe I'll go out too fast and die or something. But generally, if I'm ahead at the 150, I think I have a very good freestyle split, and, you know, hopefully I can win from that.
Well, you leading the Canadian team, you've made a success story out of this Canadian Olympic team. Has there been a big response back in Canada as far as you know?
Oh, as far as I know, definitely. I think, you know, swimming wasn't really that accepted by the public, and now it is. It's all over the front pages of the papers and everything. I think it's great for swimming and, you know, great for us.
And while the primary spotlight here has been on the success of the Americans, Canada is one of the other three nations which has succeeded beyond its expectations. The others would be West Germany and Australia. Together, those three nations have accounted for 27 medals. As you look from high above at the packed house, which has filed in here for the last session of swimming competition in these Olympic Games. The world record in the 200-meter individual medley was set at the Commonwealth Games 2 years ago by Alex Baumann. The Olympic record of 2:03.60 established by Baumann in qualifying earlier today. And there's the man who will be in lane one, 20-year-old Ralph Diegel of French and West Germany, expected to challenge for a medal in the 400-meter individual medley. He bombed in that race, was not ranked in the 200-meter individual medley last year, but has incentive to do well. Here's a German who is likely to do better, however. In lane two, Nikolai Klapp-Karek, 19 years old from Bochum, West Germany, who set a national record for that nation in the trials this morning, breaking the mark that had been held by Diegel a little bit earlier. In lane three, Pablo Morales of the United States. You have seen him win a silver medal in the 100-meter butterfly behind the world record-setting performance of Mikhail Gross. You saw him finish fourth in the shocking 200-meter butterfly race last night, but he set an American record in doing so. Lane four, Alex Baumann. He's 20 years old from Sudbury, Ontario, Canada, and quite an individual. If you saw our up-close and personal piece on him earlier, you know the tragedies he has suffered in recent years. In lane five, Robin Brew, 22-year-old veteran from Great Britain, who set a British record for this event in the trials, number 12 on the all-time list. Probably his biggest accomplishment was that he chased Baumann home to the world record at the Commonwealth Games 2 years ago. Lane six, another Britisher, I should say, 19-year-old Neil Cochran. Strongest stroke is the backstroke. Held the British record in the event until Brew broke it in qualifying this morning. Lane seven, Steve Lundquist, one of the most mercurial, unpredictable, and abundantly talented swimmers in the world. You saw him win the gold medal in the 100-meter breaststroke and break the world record in doing so earlier in these games, and he did it while swimming toward the outside of the pool in lane two. Now he's in a similar situation, having qualified in lane seven. In lane eight, Andrew Phillips, congratulations to him, the first Jamaican national ever to make an Olympic swimming final. He was sixth at the Commonwealth Games 2 years ago. Phillips from Jamaica, but he trains in Miami with such American swimmers as Matt Gribble and Michelle Cha-Cha Richardson, who got a silver medal here yesterday in the women's 800-meter freestyle. 200-meter individual medley, butterfly, then backstroke, then breaststroke, then freestyle, 50 meters of each. And as they take off in the butterfly, Mark Spitz, you expect Pablo Morales of the United States, one of the best butterflyers in the world, to take the lead.
He has the fastest butterfly leg amongst this field, and he should take the lead. But the lead will actually change several times, and Alex Baumann, the world record holder in this event, won't make his move until the last two laps, where he's a lot better in the breaststroke and the freestyle. And you can't count out Steve Lundquist swimming over in lane number 7. He won the breaststroke event swimming from an outside lane in lane number 2, and he has the advantage, I think, of being over there where nobody might be able to see him.
Morales is intent on establishing a big lead during this butterfly leg. He's got a body length already over Baumann. Steve Lundquist is also off to a great start. The two Americans will touch in first and second position, and Baumann is going to have a lot of water to make up as they come back now on the backstroke leg. They are well under world record pace. That's a bit misleading because the world record was established by Baumann, who's not a great butterfly.
Steve Lundquist, if he can get ahead of Baumann going into the breaststroke leg, Lundquist has a faster breaststroke than Baumann, so this should be very interesting tactics. Now, when they come into the breaststroke here, they're going to be doing a blind flip turn, which is only a flip turn that can be done in an individual medley because they're flipping from backstroke to breaststroke. They're blind into it. Sometimes you can actually turn too deep, and it'll cost you time.
Tremendous backstroke leg by Baumann, and he's right back into it now in second place. They were 2 seconds under world record pace as they touched after 100 meters. Lundquist is in third place, and Baumann is under his own world record pace by a wide margin, even though he's not in the lead. Now he's about to try to take that lead away from Pablo Morales. Morales suffering a bit on the breaststroke leg, which is his weakest. Lundquist is dropping out of things. He's going to have a heck of a freestyle leg if he's going to be in contention. The battle appears to be between Morales and Baumann as they touch at 150 meters.
I think that Baumann should have built a little bit stronger lead against Pablo Morales going into the freestyle leg. Baumann had a fantastic turn off of that breaststroke and got about a quarter of a body length, and now he's built it up to a half a body length over Pablo Morales. Morales of the U.S. is now moved over to try to draft off of him, to try to hold on to the second place.
And look at Baumann move away from him as he comes all the way to the right side of his lane to get away from Morales. Remember, the world record is 2:02 and 25 hundredths. You see it there on the left, and Baumann is going to break it. 2:01.42, the second gold medal of the games for Alex Baumann, the fourth gold medal of the games for the Commonwealth of Canada. Second place went to Pablo Morales of the United States, and third place in the race went to Neil Cochran of Great Britain. And the crowd provides a warm response. The Canadian flag's out and waving again for Alex Baumann.
That was a beautifully swum race, Jim, strategically for Alex Baumann. He didn't let Pablo Morales influence him by Pablo's fast speed in the first 50 meters.
This week has been very important for him. Within the past couple of years, he lost a brother and his father. His mother is here, and they'll have a lot to remember.
The games of the 23rd Olympiad.
Olympic pool, we have seen 13 men's events. In 9 of them, the world record has been broken. Alex Baumann of Canada has 2 of them and 2 gold medals. Pablo Morales has his second silver medal. He'll get a chance for a gold later in the medley relay. Neil Cochran of Great Britain got the bronze, and now Alex Baumann is with Diana Naya.
Alex, not just 2 gold medals, and that's what it's all about here anyway, but 2 world records. Did the records mean as much to you in both events as the wins?
Well, I think, you know, the medals are first more important than the records, but I really think with, you know, the Soviet bloc not here, I think the records were important too. I really thought that if I could break the world record in both of them, you know, there's no disputing it that I'm the best in the world.
Well, I guess we'd agree with that. In 1982, you had to miss the World Championships. In 83, the Pan Am Games, a lot of personal problems. And there was never any doubt about your talent, but perhaps some doubt about your ability to handle the pressure of big competition. Were you nervous coming into the Olympics?
Well, not really that nervous. I mean, I was at 79 Pan American Games and 83 World University Games. So, you know, I've been to the big meets and everything. I wasn't all that nervous, but, you know, there's a lot of pressure here, and, you know, I just have to try to handle it.
One more question. Which event was more difficult for you in terms of psychological pressures? The first one or the second one, today's?
Oh, psychologically, I really think that the 400 IM was really stressful. I think, you know, after I won the gold medal, you know, I said, you know, I've already won gold medal, and, you know, it's easy gliding from here, but really the 400 IM was a lot of pressure.
Well, congratulations to you and the Canadian team. It's back to the studio with Jim McKay.